Getting excited for our big event that's coming up October 22nd. Mark your calendars because that's when we go live with the Cinderella Monologues. This is such an amazing compilation book with so many inspiring and heartfelt stories of women, courageous women who tell their stories of where they came from to success. And there's 22 authors involved in this compilation book, and I'm super excited to be a part of it and to conduct these preliminary author spotlight so you get a glimpse of what the stories are going to be about and to meet our fellow authors. So with me today is LaDonna McAbee. So we are waiting for her in the studio. And our topic of discussion is going to be about childhood trauma. So if you recall the Cinderella story, I mean, Cinderella went through some mistreatment from her stepsisters and her wicked stepmother, etc. And so some of the women in our compilation stories talk about, sort of childhood abuse and what they had to go through and how they have begun to heal from that. So that's going to be our overarching theme for today. If this is something that you're willing to explore with us, please engage with us. Drop in some comments in the chat. Let us know what you've done to really overcome perhaps some mistreatment, or if you had a horrendous childhood experience, what did you do as an adult to kind of heal and move and transform beyond that? One of my favorite people today is going to be in the spotlight chair. You probably see her and I go live pretty regularly every week. And so it's no surprise that she's in this book compilation project with me. And I think she's here now. So everyone, please give a very big welcome to LaDonna McAbee. Hey, LaDonna, morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh my gosh, I wore pink for you today. Where's your pink?
Well, you know what? I thought of the Cinderella story and the butterfly, and I thought of sky, the fluttering in the sky. And yes, pink is my favorite color, but I really wanted to show my spirit for the butterfly and her fluttering through the blue skies.
LaDonna, that was a very beautiful metaphor. Look at you using your literary skills. Awesome. I'm so happy that you portrayed that because the wings representing freedom, fluttering,
Yes.
freedom in the sky. So expansive. That was a beautiful imagery right there.
Thank you. I'm always trying to be in the spirit of things.
You are indeed in the spirit. So just to give everyone a little bit of a background story about how LaDonna and I met, we're in this fabulous group, an online networking group called Lunch and Learn Zoom Fridays under the umbrella of Meet My Referral Partners. And so she and I met there. And from that networking, we've come together to collaborate on our own live stream shows. And, LaDonna is an eco-friendly entrepreneur, e-commerce extraordinaire, and she runs a website called homesweethometreasures.net. Now, if you've not been to homesweethometreasures.net, I highly, 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 highly encourage you, especially since you got to do the holiday shopping, to take a look at what she has available because I have to say, it's pretty eclectic. Like you go on these treasure hunting every weekend, you even break your arm. That's how dedicated you are. You even broke your arm going treasure hunting. And you really do strive to find like those unique treasures, right? That are a little bit vintage, used, but still in very good condition. Even some brand new items still in the box, etc. And I think you've got such great variety. And so this is the link. It's homesweethometreasures.net. And do you remember this, LaDonna? I bet you do. Do you remember having this on your website?
Oh, I do. I love that canvas art. I absolutely love it. And you know what? It just shows that a woman gets up and gets dressed and we impress. We conquer the world every day when we get up and we do our thing. Right, Olivia?
I love this. So when I was telling you I was writing the Cinderella monologues, and then this came up, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I need to have it. Gotta have
Yes,
it. Gotta love it. Gotta have it." Right? That's our motto.
yes.
And I just love these shoes because yes, give the girl the right pair of shoes, and she can conquer the world. And I was like, you know what? I needed inspiration for writing my chapter, and so I have my favorite writing chair, and like you said to me, just put it right above the writing chair and channel Cinderella.
That's right. That's right.
But I love this, and what a treasure this was to find it just in time for when I need it, for the book project. So that's just to give you an example of what you can find on homesweethometreasures.net. I'm a huge fan.
We strive to please, that is for sure.
Excellent. And I love what you said just now too, like just to impress. So something that we always like to discuss is our outfit of the day, which is so much fun on our shows.
Yes, yes, absolutely. We try to have a lot of fun and inspire other people to have fun and to smile.
And to smile, indeed, indeed. So let's get right to it because this writing project was a little bit different from what you're used to, right? School, as I remember, was not your strongest suit. You didn't like going to school very much, and so how did this come into play? Like, how did your family? Well, first of all, let's talk about your family. How did your family react to you when you wanted to share a very private story? You don't have to go into all the details because that's why you have to buy the book. You have to buy the book to tell the story, but
Exactly.
you
Well,
went through something in your
yeah.
childhood, and how did your family react to like you wanting to share this now?
There were some mixed feelings, but as one of my daughters says, do what you want to do, mom. Do you. The other one was like, you know what? That will help a lot of people. My husband was very confused why I would want to do it and bring up my past. But you know what? I'm just hoping to help someone else. Let other people know that there are others walking in their same path that I did. And it's okay. We can still overachieve our childhood or trauma even as an adult.
Yes, and without going to specifics, what was that trauma like? Like, what have you done before to kind of like, forgive your family members or to find healing before writing?
Mm, that's really hard because I know God is watching over me, but I have not forgiven. I don't know that I ever will, but I have still pushed it back as far as I think any one human can. And I wanted to overcome. I wanted to break the trend. Um, and I did. I broke that trend. There is no abuse in my household, and there never has been, and there never will be. My eyes are sharpened. I am watching. I am overcoming, and I have achieved what I wanted to achieve with it. As you know, I am successful. I broke the trend. I have my own business. I have a wonderful and beautiful family. I married my high school sweetheart. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much more I can overachieve. I'm very happy from where I came from, a poverty stricken family with every kind of abuse. And I've just, I've just overcame that.
That's so beautiful that you mentioned it, LaDonna, that there was a cycle of like this generational abuse and you broke the trend. And so, what specifically did you do to kind of break that trend? And what was that decision? Like, at what point did you make that decision? Like, this ends here.
Very early, at probably age of 15, I said, this will never continue in my life from this day forward. Um, I was very loud about that. Enough is enough. This will never continue. It was hard to get rid of some of the anger and the fear, but I did it. And again, like I mentioned, my knight in shining armor came into my life just in time. Even though it was a young age, he came into my life at 15, and it was a light of shining amber, I guess. I mean, it was just extravagant. And, even though he didn't know my past, he was just right there with me for happiness and, really lightened my mind on life, that life is better.
Thank goodness for Mark, your knight in shining armor.
He is. He always has been now for almost 40 years, guys. It can work and it can happen.
Congratulations. My goodness, 40 years. Yeah.
Yes,
And to continue, right? And more, and many more.
absolutely. I guess when my cousin married us, he was a priest, and death do you part. And I guess that's the way it's going to be. So, you know, and you know what? There's nothing else that I would never want to roll over and him not be next to me in the morning. So he has continued to be that knight in shining armor.
And you're so full of color references today. You said amber just now,
Well, let me tell you, when you start doing your own live shows, as you know, Olivia, and you start writing, there's a whole different vocabulary out there that I haven't been used to. Even when I taught school, I taught seventh, eighth, ninth graders. Those words still did not come to mind. So even at my age, you can continue to overcome and learn. Keep learning.
Oh, I love that. When you said just now, like, I don't know how much more I can achieve. I mean, you just said it. You're learning new vocabulary.
I do. I mean, and I'm writing another chapter in another book and continuing to write. And that is something new for me. I've always wanted to do it, but didn't know really how to start. And when I figured that out, I just started. You're in when I say a room, a live Zoom room, I guess, full of people, full of others. And you just start. You don't have to start at the beginning. You can start in the middle. Just start writing. And that is what I did. And I have so many ideas that I want to write about. So I'm going to continue to learn.
Fantastic. That is what I love working with you because, you picked up Restream and you've been learning Restream along with me every step of the way. And now you're learning some new skills, et cetera, with the writing. And so talk a little bit about the writing experience. So there's two different programs. So the first time you got introduced to this idea, what was that like? What was working with Mila like? How did you jumpstart that chapter for the Cinderella Monologues? And then we'll talk about your follow-up chapter in this new memoir anthology. So, because there are two different experiences, right?
Right, they are.
So highlight the first experience that you had with Mila.
Mila was and is an extraordinary person. Number one, when you meet her, she is so easy. She is, no matter where you start with me, it was like, okay, where do I start, Mila? I have no idea. She always has answers and she's willing to help every step of the way from start to finish. And I love that about Mila. She's got a beautiful program. She gives you all the tools you need and her knowledge. Her knowledge is worth so much just getting you started to your finish. And I think everyone is going to love the Cinderella stories. I believe we are around November 22nd. Is that right?
October, this month.
October 22nd. I'm sorry. See, I'm getting confused from book to book. But October 22nd, and I think you're going to be really surprised at all the beautiful, heartwarming stories that you're going to read. I'm so excited. I am so excited. And when you mentioned earlier, I was I had a lot of challenges in school. I was a very slow reader, didn't understand reading. I had to reread. I was in all the special reading classes. I was not an A honor roll student. But you know what? Today, I feel like I am an A honor roll student because I have achieved more than I ever thought I would achieve in vocabulary, in words, in speaking. I was one of those people back in grade school that they hired a speech therapist because I couldn't speak correctly, because my family didn't speak correctly. I didn't speak correctly. And I was in speech therapist until I graduated high school. So don't ever think you can't overcome any challenge. I'm just telling you, just do it. As a student in high school or a student in college or a student when you're qualified to be a senior citizen, it does not matter. But I really believe the Cinderella stories are amazing, and a lot of different kind of writing and different kinds of stories. Everyone's Cinderella story looks a little bit different.
Exactly. In what ways do you identify with her beyond like the mistreatment?
Say that again. Explain that what you're asking me again, Olivia. I'm sorry.
That's okay. How else do you identify with the Cinderella story? Like, in what other ways, what other themes do you identify with? Like, what attracted you, right? Other than me encouraging you, what attracted you to to sign up for this?
I feel like when you came to me and asked me about it and told me about it, I thought, oh my God, I am a Cinderella. I, coming from where I came from, the experience that I experienced, and then overcame that. A lot of challenges along the way. I don't want anyone to think it was easy. It's kind of like the Cinderella story. It wasn't easy for Cinderella to overcome. And you know what? I made a lot of mistakes, and it was hard. But the mountains, I just kept climbing them. And I feel like I was the Cinderella. And then, even though I didn't have a glass slipper, my knight in shining armor came along just in perfect time. And, I just, that's the best answer I can give, Olivia. I am a Cinderella from my past experience as a child.
No, I love that. I love that you latched on to that theme right away. Okay, so now we've got the Cinderella chapter done, and you're continuing to expand on your story in this upcoming memoir anthology, also through Mila. So, talk about this writing experience and how it's different this time around.
This time around is I told my story of the Cinderella story, and now I want to go up and above and go forward. What else have I achieved since the Cinderella story with my knight in shining armor, with my two daughters, with my four beautiful grandchildren, and up to today? And again, I feel like that that just goes along with life experiences, and it just continues from the Cinderella story. Cinderella story was just the beginning.
So, the first time around, you worked one on one with Mila. So, how is this program different now?
This is like a 12-week series. So, she's teaching us from the beginning of writing to the end of publishing. So this time I'm even going to learn more about publishing, so that very soon I can put an entire book together and submit it. And I'm pretty excited about that, because I think I do have an entire book that people would love to read the entirety of my story in the past up to today.
Excellent. Thank you, LaDonna. So yes, there's still time. We just started, but we're only in class 2, so there's still time for you to join us if you are wanting to tap deep down inside to heal. Right, writing to heal from perhaps your childhood trauma and abuse. Writing may be one great way to express that. And we've got an expert book coach and editor with us, Mila Johansson, guiding us through the entire way. So there's still plenty of time to join us. This is her website link right here, milajohansson.com, and look for the 12-week memoir anthology program. Excellent, awesome. Well, thank you, LaDonna, for sharing, your candid, experience with working with Mila, and let's talk a little bit about your business, right? So you have been just a self-made virtual entrepreneur. I mean, it didn't always come that way, right? You had a store at one point, brick and mortar. How did you make that transition to online? And talk to us a little bit about what's, has homesweethometreasures.net meant to you.
I started this business over 17 years ago when we found out that my wonderful grandson was going to come on to join our family. And he just turned 17, and I started before he was born. And I was online. I started out selling on eBay, just things that I have laying around the house. And then I learned that, yes, I can stay at home and help, with a grandbaby and my family, because family to Mark and I are first over anything. I mean, that's our lives. So I just continued to build the business, and I did go out to brick and mortar for a short time, and then I decided, you know what, this is not what I want. I don't want to be away from my family, missing soccer games and things to be in a store. That was the whole reason of starting Home Sweet Home Treasures. So I went back to selling online, and then COVID hit. And I had to learn completely different ways to do my business. I did not give up. It's another hurdle, it's another curveball, but I had to learn I couldn't go to all the meet and greets and, breakfast, brunch, lunches, cocktail hours. I had to learn to do it online. So I did. I learned Facebook Live, and then Olivia came along and we started live stream, and we did do a full blown out, wonderful website. I mean, the website has everything on there that I could think of. It has on there, of course, all the hundreds and hundreds fabulous items up for sale, new with tag, new, like new and vintage, no junk, nothing with rips and tears. We send all of that to either be, if we can't sell it, we chose to donate it to a veterans society, so it goes to veterans. If it's something that they would not use, we upcycle it, because we keep things out of the landfills here at Home Sweet Home Treasures. That is one of our key mottos: save the earth one landfill at a time. So we upcycle things. If it's a towel, a blanket, a comforter that we cannot sell for any reason, we send it to the veterans. If it's something that's too horrible that they can't enjoy, we take it to our local animal shelter. Again, a way of us giving and helping others and keeping it out of the landfill. A lot of times you will see videos where I've upcycled things. I take t-shirts and jerseys and upcycle them into blankets for people. And then it becomes a beautiful memory blanket for others, a memory bear or pillow. It's all about making people happy and for them to enjoy homesweethometreasures.net. And I do love my business. When you buy from us, you are helping a family in all types of ways. I mean, we, it's not to buy fancy, extravagant things. Keeping keeping the lights on, as they say in the hotel commercials, keeping the lights on. It's just helping a family. And we strive to help other families. If we know there's a fire in our area and there's a family needing something that we have, we deliver it. It's just a way for us to give back.
Excellent. And I love how comprehensive your business is, with that notion of not just saving the earth, but giving back. So there's a component of your website in which you talk about fundraising. So tell people a little bit about that effort.
Yes, if you have any fundraising needs or know of anyone that has them, please reach out. You can go to the website. There's a link there. It automatically messages me. No one else in my business, only me. And we can get you set up and do an entire month of fundraising. And what we do is you sign up and you automatically get 20% of every item sold. And then Mark and I at Home Sweet Home Treasures, we match that 20% to make it 40%. We love giving back. So that's just another way. And you're going to find that most businesses do not give 40% back when they do fundraising. And we love it. And it's a way, again, for us to give back, for us to help others. We have one right now going on for the Life Center in Uganda. And you can see the tinyurl.com/Uganda children. You click on that link. You purchase anything that you need, including gift cards. We have even included the gift cards in on this. They are virtual gift cards. So again, another way to keeping paper and ink and things out of the landfills. It's all due to emailing. They will receive 40% of everything that you purchase. And that's just another way. Even though they're in a whole different area, we can still fundraise. And those gift cards are good for anywhere. We ship everywhere, so therefore the gift cards are good anywhere as long as there is an email.
And how did you even get connected to this, children's center in Uganda? I mean, that's like all across the other side.
Well, there was a wonderful person that you and I know that Gary is the one that brought my attention to the need of the children there in Uganda. And he gave me a contact person's name. And I reached out to her automatically. And we linked up again over, LinkedIn, virtual, and we got it all set up. And here we are, a beautiful way for these children to have a life center. And when I say life center, when I read and found out exactly what the life center is going to do, it's going to teach them regular school, but also life skills for after they finish school and go out into their world. And a place for children that don't have a place to go, there will be a place there for them to sleep. Clothing for children that, food, things that we take advantage of, they do not. So therefore, every dollar donated is definitely going to the Life Center. And they've already broke ground. They had exactly enough money to break ground on the Life Center. So that is where they're at. So everything that they get in donations go directly to the next step.
What a wonderful initiative. So yes, everyone, please support the fundraiser. The link is here. We're asking to shop this link specifically because all those purchases do get tracked. And so that's how LaDonna and Mark will know to make their matching donations. And this is going to be a wonderful cause. I think you're doing it for all of October.
All of October. And I want to enhance what you just said about tracking. Yes. Like I said before, our website is, it is full of knowledge. We have a tracking system in the back office. It tracks every single dollar purchase through that URL. So we know exactly, and you will see us in November give the check to the Life Center. So there's nothing hidden. There's everything is right there. The lady in Uganda that does this, she also sees the back office. So she can also track exactly what's coming in for her organization.
I love that. I think that's one of the lessons we need to learn as business owners, right? Our due diligence and tracking. So wonderful, wonderful. And let me just switch screens here too. So you also do something else in the spirit of giving back and networking and, providing such wonderful, I guess, like, partnerships with other business owners. And so talk a little bit about the swag swap and how you came up with that idea.
Well, you
And
know,
do you have something to offer for our people watching today?
absolutely. So, okay, we have what we call a swag swap. Now, get this, for only $29 a month, because there's about 30 to 31 days in a month, about 24 to 25 days of shipping, because my USPS and UPS picks up from my house every day, 6 days a week, not on Sundays and not on holidays. And we have anywhere between 25 to 35 packages a day that leaves here. That's a norm average. And I thought, oh my gosh, why aren't we putting in swag items for other businesses to help their businesses grow? And for $29 a month, you can send me your gift cards, your business cards, pencils, pens. I think Olivia, one time when she ordered, she had received a shoehorn from one of the shoe companies that swag with us, a koozie. I mean, there's just so many things when you go out to all of these activities and you take and you buy swag items and you have anything left, send them to me. No contract, no continuation, just 1 month at a time. I say give it 3 months, just, try to see something coming back because it does take time. But we package everything like a gift package or a gift box and put it inside of every package. We'll put it, with a ribbon on it or a bow and, thank you little cards. And so it's like they're getting a free gift, but there's several gifts inside. And I love it. We make it beautiful. And, it's like their birthday every day when they receive their package.
Well, just going back to your whole concept of saving trash from going into the landfills, right? Saving more trash from ending up there. I mean, how often do we go to these events and meetings and conferences and shows and there's leftover swag? So rather than throwing them away, send them to LaDonna. I think it's brilliant. Send them to LaDonna so they can get recycled again and repurposed and being sent out to a whole new audience because I mean you ship everywhere, US and international.
Oh yes, we US is our primary source, but a lot of people now have started ordering from Canada, UK, and we just keep growing our areas. But we have flat rate shipping, Olivia. $5 inside the US, $10 outside the US. Everyone knows that if you've ever mailed anything, that is a great savings just in that. And you know what? If when you go, I do want to offer, you had told me about a free, an offer. When you do purchase the Cinderella story book and you leave us a review, send me a picture where you have purchased and reviewed, and I will send you a $5 gift card for your purchase. $5 off your purchase when you go, and you can use the tiny URLs / Uganda Children even with this, or the homesweethometreasures.net. It does not matter. You can use that $5 gift card. for anything. Just buy the book, and you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. So that's like getting, $5 off your book, because I'm giving you $5 to purchase something.
That is incredible and so generous. Oh my gosh. Like the book is not even released yet, but you get a prize.
That's right.
Prize coming to you.
Yes, I want everyone to know that this book you will want to read. It's going to be a bestseller. You want it to be on your bookshelf. You want to read it from front to back. It's a beautiful cover. Mila has done a wonderful job with that. And it's just, all the stories are wonderful. And there's a lot of, when you said something about helping, like us, when we write a story, I want to iterate that it's also, I'm hoping my story, and I'm sure others do too, it helps you. It helps you feel better. It helps you know you're not the only one out there. It gives you another person to reach out to. When you read my story and it helps you, or I can help you, reach out to me. All of these people, reach out. All these ladies would love to connect with you.
Absolutely, because you never know if your story will have an impact on someone else. And so that's amazing that you can share in that experience and move forward from it too, help each other out that
Yes,
way.
that is the real reason that I wrote my story, is so that I know there's others out there. I know there's others that haven't even told anyone yet, has not spoke out. It took me very many years to do that because I felt embarrassed. You know what? It wasn't my fault. So just remember that.
It wasn't your fault, right? Yes, you're just a child. Exactly.
Yes. But it takes time to figure that out.
All right. And it's coming towards the end of our segment here. So talk a little bit about, what you do on Monday Mojos and Throwback Thursday.
Monday Mojos, Olivia and I get on every Monday at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time, and we do our Monday Mojo. I have put together so many ideas how to get your mojo kickstarted again and how to keep your mojo, because we build on it each and every week of how to get that smile going and keep that smile, but not just for ourselves, but to give a smile. Give a great conversation, a positive conversation. Be positive for yourself and for others. And I know that is hard. Saturday, when I was out doing my treasure hunting, I fell, broke my arm. For a second, my mojo went down. And then I thought, oh, thank goodness it wasn't my right arm. Thank goodness I only broke one bone, not several, because the way my arm felt, I thought I was just, when my head hit the ground, I just knew I crushed me. So it could have been so much worse. And my husband looked at me and said, "Are you nuts? You're sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, I'm so glad it wasn't my right hand," when most people would be crying because they broke their arm. I can't fix it. All I could do is go to the emergency room so that I could get the information and know what to do with it. And that's what we try to give you on Monday nights, is give you the information so you can build on that. And then on Thursdays, we also talk a little bit about the mojo, because we want you to continue your mojo through the week, through the weekend, until you get back to us on Mondays. But we talk mainly about Throwback Thursdays. And oh my gosh, Olivia and I talk about anything from past school uniforms to today's uniform. We just did a segment on fair days, how the fair used to be, how the fair is today. We always give you learning curves, like when was the first fair? Where did the first fair start? Things I never knew and school never taught me, or I slept through that lesson. I don't know. But we want you to get the cobwebs. These are things you probably already know, but they have pushed back in your brain. So we want them to be brought forward, and we want you to connect with us. Come on with us and, learn something, share something with your family and friends. We have a lot of laughs and we give a lot of information. So Throwback Thursday, tomorrow we're doing about fashion, fall fashion, clutter in your closets, how to get organized, what to wear, what not to wear, how to group things together. Get on with us at 11:30 Central Standard Time. Talk to us. Let us know what your challenges are with your clothing or your closet. And Tracy, myself, or Olivia, we will get it answered for you.
So fun to do these shows with you, LaDonna. Awesome. So there you have it. So please make sure that you're following LaDonna on Facebook, and then she's also here on LinkedIn. You can check out the YouTube channel under homesweethometreasures.net. And so this is where you can catch all these shows. Monday Mojo at 6 p.m. Central and 7 p.m. Eastern. And then, of course, tomorrow, Thursday, 11:30 a.m. Central, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. And she always brings in lots of exciting new guests. And I think you're looking for guests too, right?
Absolutely. If you want to be a guest on Monday Mojo or Throwback Thursday, again, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn, Facebook, go to the website, send me a message, smoke signals. I don't know. Just reach out. You can find me. I am easy to find. I even have my phone number out there. Call me. I don't care. I just want to connect with others. And when you come on my show, guess what? You get a free gift card. I'm paying you to come on and speak. We want you to speak about things that you're passionate about, things you want others to know about. And that's how we all experience a great time. And hopefully someone learns something to carry on with them.
Indeed. I was just thinking about, how you're helping the children in Uganda, the things you do for your fellow, business partners. You're a fairy godmother now.
Well, I think I've learned over my life experiences that it really is better to give than receive. And, again, even though you think you're doing that, I thought I was doing that when I was younger. I'm really doing that now. And it really feels good. Could I do more? Probably. But at this time in my life, I feel like this is where I belong.
So wonderful to have you in our collection of stories, LaDonna, the Cinderella Monologues. So please make sure you grab your copy. It's going to be available October 22nd, 2022. In the meantime, we hope that you enjoyed, hearing about LaDonna's, past and now her present and what she's going to be doing for the future, right? She is looking out for her grandsons and her grandsons' grandbabies and our Mother Earth. So yes, LaDonna, I just applaud you, for all the things that you're doing to just, make this a safe place and a viable place for future generations as well. So just a couple of reminders. This is LaDonna's website, so go ahead and check it out. She's doing a special fundraiser for Uganda children, the Heavenly Bread Children's Life Center. So go ahead and shop this fundraiser. 40% of the sales go towards this unique cause. And of course, you can find her on LinkedIn. That's where she is. And then you can also find her on Facebook. Awesome. So thank you so much for joining us today. And we'll see you tomorrow for another author spotlight. Take care, everyone.
Thank you, guys.